Hi, Scott here from X Factor Cars, Southland's V8 specialists, stockists of the South Island's biggest selection of Holden HSV, also with a wide range of everything Ford, FPV and classic American muscle. With an in-house finance specialist, we can tailor build a package to suit each and every budget, from no deposit, structured payments and up to 60-month terms. If we don't have it in stock, our team will search high and low to find what you want. Check out our testimonials, xfactorcars.co.nz.
Second row, Jaden Fraser, car 36. He's got Mike Shanks, the TKO sponsored machine behind him. And Vaughan Marshall, the Powderline sponsored car at the back of the field. Keep an eye out for Marshall. Very, very quick young peddler indeed. He's going to slot into grid position for lights are out. We should get a start this time around. We've gone green here at X Factor Cars, Riverside Speedway, and it's Vernon Helms that leads him down to 1 and 2. Wee bit greasy there at the moment, pushes him wide, so he's slipped back to third place. And it's a man we spoke about before, Vaughan Marshall, car 67. He leads him around now between 3 and 4. Onto the main straight for the first time. It is Marshall. He's got Jaden Fraser just in behind him. The two quick young guns in the field. Vernon Helms in third place. Then we go back to Shanks and 73 Tim Camp from Dunedin at the rear of the field. But it's all Marshall at the moment. But Fraser, I tell you what, he's all over the back of him, putting a ton of pressure on him, down between 1 and 2 once more. Marshall, Fraser. Then we go back to Helms and Shanks. Watch Helms and Shanks a couple of weeks ago racing up at Beachlands, and they were looking very, very quick. Just both their second season of racing in the modified sprints. Wind doesn't seem to be affecting these cars too much at all at the moment. Down to 1 and 2. Fraser tries to put some pressure on the back of the Powderline sponsored machine of Marshall. Looks to the outside of him, goes down past the Community Trust to Southland sign into turns 3 and 4. Fraser to the outside, Marshall the inside, goes into defence mode, down to 1 and 2 once again. Still Marshall who leads, not even a car length between the two of them. Fraser in second, Shanks now, he's made a bit of a jump, he's moved up to third place, managed to get past Helms. So Shanks, car 22, up to third place. White flag is out, one more to run here at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway. Modified sprints race 1, and it's still Marshall, couple of car lengths now to Fraser. Fraser throws car 36, looks impressive into 3 and 4, has a big look to the outside. Marshall will come across in front of him and takes the lead, but what a race there. First race of the night, Vaughan Marshall takes it out. Jaden Fraser will settle for second with Mike Shanks in third. That is how they will finish there in the modified sprints race number 1 here at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway. But it's that man, he's won everything there is to win in modified sprints. Southland champion, Brett Cooper Memorial champion. Even went away and won the Black Track, of course, championship that they have there. Cleaned up there. He's raced at Harrisville. Very, very good peddler indeed. So Vaughan Marshall takes out race number 1, but Jaden Fraser looking very, very quick. Going to be some good battles between those two as the night goes on. Well, there we go, folks. Race number 1 of the evening done and dusted. On the dummy grid, ready to go next, we're going to catch up with the youth saloons.
Crime, yeah, that's right. Yo, that's wrong, dog. That's wrong.
Crime, together we crack it. Crime, everybody's involved in the racket. Crime, taking the money from the back, we stack it. Yo, that's not the way to make it. Crime, together we crack it. Crime, everybody's involved in the racket. Crime, taking the money from the back, we stack it. Yo, that's not the way to make it. Every day and every night you gotta get. There's always someone that's watching you. Pick locks and
The St. Nicholas is a familiar sight around Bluff as she steams out to capture Can-Do Fishing's famous Bluff Kinner. Once caught, the Kinner is brought back to the purpose-built factory in Bluff where it is processed, packed and shipped fresh to you. But that's not all that Can-Do Fishing can do for you. Try some of their green-boned fish or delicious power products and you will soon see why seafood from the Bluff is world famous. So head to your local fish market or supermarket and ask for Can-Do Fishing Kinner, fish or power. Can-Do Fishing, there's nothing we can't do for you.
So we should get the green light this time around. Race 1 this evening for the youth saloons here at X Factor Cars, Riverside Speedway. Livingston the inside, Count the outside. Count's got off to a flyer. He's got a car length already as they head down between 1 and 2, but Livingston sticks the nose right down the inside. Alex Crosby, he slots into third place at the moment, being chased hard by Harrison Brown. Brown, of course, hasn't even run that motor that's in that car at the moment. He lost one last meeting. But it's Livingston at the moment who leads this one here down the front straight at X Factor Cars, Riverside Speedway. Into 1 and 2 we go. Your race order at the moment. Livingston from Calc. Then we go back to Crosby. Harrison Brown in 4th. Then we go back to Hamilton, car 77, the powder line Mitzi Lanza. Riley Henderson, car number 47. He's in 6th place. Then we go back to car 10, Libby Sterling. In front of an angry pack of cars down between 3 and 4. 19, Emma Memphis, she's right there as well. So lap traffic ahead of Livingston at the moment. That's 27, Darren Stanton. As we mentioned before, a number of these cars are on the Mentor program. The idea of that, folks, you'll see that little white flag that hangs out the back of these cars. Basically, they've got to go out there and just circulate and stay out of the way. They'll do that for a few meetings until they get the confidence up to actually get in there and have a crack. So no change up front whatsoever. It's the wee Honda Civic of Joshua Livingston. Car 15 goes to the outside of Kate Connor. Heads down the outside. Tyler Cowk still holding that 2nd place at the moment. In 3rd place, Alex Crosby. Crosby now starting to put a wee bit of pressure on the back of Calc. Here comes Harrison Brown. He comes for a look as well. He's in 4th place. Gives Alex Crosby a bit of a nudge. Down to 3 and 4. Just tries to unsettle him. Just a lap to run in this one here. White flag comes out this time around for car 15, Joshua Livingston. He runs high and wide, still a wee bit greasy on the high line. He's got lap traffic in the form of Taylor Dryden in front of him. He's going to head to the outside of her between 3 and 4. Calc still holding 2nd. Then we go back to Crosby, who's in 3rd place. Just one more corner to go around, though, for car number 15. Joshua Livingston, he takes out race 2 of the evening, car 15. Tyler Calc. Lost sight of Tyler, so Alex Crosby, car 41 in 2nd place. Then we'll go back to young Harrison Brown, car number 157 in 3rd place. So there's Calky parked up there in turn number 1. So issues for Tyler Calc from Dunedin. But a race win for car 15. Very, very unlucky last season not to take out the Southland Championship. He was leading going into the final race. Made a wee bit of contact in the final with one of the other cars, and it was enough to knock him down to 2nd, but a good young peddler.
Love the feeling of a flooring extra floor. So come and get that feeling today.
As we mentioned before, great to see Anastasia back on track with that bit of a rollover there a few weeks ago. A lot of work gone into that car to get her back out, so we do wish her all the best here tonight. Hamilton, McCaddy from the front row of the grid. Hamilton will lead them down to turn number 1. McCaddy in second place at the moment. Fallows trying to work her way through. Peter Knight and the old Hemi starting to work through there now as well. He's up into 4th place. Peter Young loses a couple of spots. Peter Knight now dishing out a wee bit of punishment on Dylan McCaddy. McCaddy actually turns down on him, so he's putting up some defence here. As we said before, just McCaddy's first skid in stock cars. Usually a street stock driver. Luke Fallows gets into the back of him. Car 337. Here comes Peter Knight. Reigning Southland champion gives Hamilton bit of a tap down there in turn number 3. Spins him but gets caught behind him. Hamilton manages to hold on, but Knight looks underneath. McCaddy comes through as well, so he's now up into he was about to sneak up to second, but Hamilton manages to hold that spot. Issues for Peter Young, as we said before. He's had a lot of issues with car 86 so far this season. He's about to go a lap down with Peter Knight heading down the inside of him. Hamilton still in second place. Then we go back to McCaddy, Jacob Garrick, Anastasia Laybrook, car 44. Putting a lap on Peter Young, the Young Engineering and Marine Services sponsored machine. It is still Knight though with a massive lead at the moment. He's on the main straight. Smart looking car, this one. Really looks the part. The Fox, Jesse Hamilton, second place. Cars all relatively well spread at the moment. Then the 337 of Dylan McCaddy, he holds third. Jacob Garrick, 228, fourth place. Then Anastasia Laybrook in fifth. Peter Young, sixth. So Luke Fallows from Dunedin, he's out of this one here. He's parked up on the main straight. White flag is out. One more to run here. Race number 1 of the evening for the stock cars. And it's Peter Knight, car 27, who leads onto the main straight now. Another race win here at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway for Peter Knight. 72. Jesse Hamilton, he'll come home in second place. And Dylan McCaddy, who'll be happy enough with his first skid, looked right at home in 337. He will settle for third place. So fairly tame stuff there for the stock cars. Race 1 win going to 27, Peter Knight of Dunedin. Up on track next, folks. Look out the window there. What do we got? Creativity Plus Production Saloons. They'll be on track in just a moment.
Got a broken computer? Don't throw it in the bin.
E-Waste Services to the rescue!
Has your TV or toaster blown up?
E-Waste Services to the rescue!
Be a superhero. Recycle your electronics today. You don't even need to leave your home or business. They'll pick up most items anywhere in the Wellington-Kapiti region. E-Waste Services. They recycle anything with a plug. Head online to ewasteservices.co.nz or call 564 5464.
Situated just 1.5 hours drive from Christchurch is Hanmer Springs, a small alpine village that has everything for the adventurer or for someone looking to relax. Stay a while and enjoy a bike ride through the numerous bush tracks, or relax in the famous hot pools. Take the whole family and let the kids take on the many attractions on offer. And to top off your stay, book now with Hanmer Holiday Homes, where there's a budget and accommodation to suit everyone. Call now.
Car 13, he sets a pace here. Daniel Rolton, not sure what's wrong with 95, but he's slowed right down. He's dropped way back, and it's an absolute mare of a start, to be fair. Surprised they actually let them go, but we are away and racing, folks. Green light is on. John Jones it is who leads this one here. The track very, very greasy. Murdoch and Rolton make contact on the back straight. There's a bumper come off there already off the back of Rolton's car. So yellows are back on. The track is just far too greasy at the moment for these guys to actually get any traction whatsoever. It's just going to be an absolute comedy of errors. So pleased they've seen that. They'll do another 3 or 4 laps, I'm guessing, and pump a bit of water into this track. Green light should come on this time around. Still very, very well spread in the field. Not a nice start at all once again. Jones leads him down to 1 and 2. Murdoch moves up into that second spot. Blake Murdoch, that is. Rolton has a big look on the inside of him. Graves loses a couple of spots. Josh Murdoch goes round the outside. He's now moved up into 4th place. A big rear-wheel drive Falcon. Steve Clements in car 25. He's in 6th place at the moment. Asher Clements just behind him, chucking the FTO nice and sideways. But it's Murdy from Dunedin, the big rear-wheel drive. ED Falcon who leads this one here. He picked up a couple of race wins last time he come down. And the rear-wheel drive, loving the feel of this track at the moment. He's got half a straight length. Rolton now moves up into 2nd place in the Primera car 95. He's a distant 2nd. Blake Murdoch trying to put a wee bit of pressure on the back of Rolton at the moment. Track still very, very greasy. Just seen Rolton lock up halfway down the straight. He was braking halfway down the straight and that front wheel was just absolutely locked. So very, very greasy. Out in front though, it's Murdy. Josh Murdoch, car number 83, who leads this one here. The big pink and black Falcon from Dunedin. Absolutely loving it out on track here at the moment. 2nd place, still Daniel Rolton. I've got lap traffic in the form of Tasha Jones in front of him. It's a battle for that 2nd and 3rd spot at the moment. Rolton over Graves. Rolton goes to the outside, cuts right in front of Graves, so very, very lucky there was no contact. Oh, Graves gives Rolton one back, unsettles him. John Murdoch in this battle now as well, so Graves has moved up to 2nd place, car 34. Good drive from him. Can he chase down Murdoch? I doubt it. Length of a straight lead for Josh Murdoch in car 83. Then we go back to Graves. John Murdoch in 82 from Dunedin, the 2nd Falcon. He's in 3rd place. Then we go to Rolton, Blake Murdoch, John Jones, Aaron Reid. He goes round the outside of Jones. He moves up another spot. He's moved up to 6th place. Then we go back to Steve Clements. 85, Hayden Skilling. He's finding more drive down inside the wrong side of the concrete strip on the track. Picked up a couple of spots in the process. Murdoch through once more. Car 83 from Dunedin ticks off another lap. Hayden Graves looking comfortable in 2nd place. Aaron Reid, he's finding some groove in this one here. He's going right round the outside of Blake Murdoch. Daniel Rolton there as well. So he's now up into 5th place. White flag comes out though for Josh Murdoch. 1 to run for him. Hayden Graves in 2nd. Can he hold off John Murdoch? Here comes Aaron Reid. He's absolutely flying. Car 16. Aaron Reid, he's found some real drive out there. He's come from the back of the field, slicing through. He's now chasing down John Murdoch and the Falcon. It might be too little too late though. Checkered flag's about to come out for Josh Murdoch up Dunedin. He takes out race 1 for the Creativity Plus Production Saloons. Hayden Graves will come home in 2nd. Aaron Reid side by side with John Murdoch, but it's John Murdoch that will take 3rd place. But Reid with a very, very fast finish here. One to watch in future heats this evening. But that is it from the Creativity Plus Production Saloons. A win banked for car 83, Josh Murdoch of Dunedin. Hayden Graves, very, very quick as well. So not a bad race, entertaining from the Creativity Plus Production Saloons. We'll see them out in action again a little bit later on. Josh Murdoch celebrates, takes that checkered flag round once again. and 4. Green flag about to be presented. Marshall gets the jump on Fraser. Down to 1 and 2 they go. It looks like one of the drivers' neck braces actually come off there between turn 1 and 2 as well. At least his neck wasn't still in it, I guess. Vaughan Marshall leads this one here, car 67, the Riverside powder line. In fact, yellows have come out. They have spotted that, so yellows are out. Came off one of those back market cars there, so it was either Shanks, Helms, or Camp, I'm guessing. So Marshall, clever start in that one there, but a cat and mouse. He slowed them right down. He controlled the pace because he knows that Fraser would have absolutely challenged him down to 1 and 2. So Vernon Helms, I think it is, who belongs to that neck brace. Clerk of the course, Justin Blackman there. He'll just chuck that back on. We'll get back into formation and be away and racing once more. Lights are out. We will go racing. Marshall once again. What's the start going to be like? Can he catch Fraser out? Look at them side by side. They almost touch wheels. They may have touched wheels before the start of that one there. Down to 1 and 2 they go. Far, far closer this time, but it's Marshall on the outside who gets drive out of 2. Down the back straight. Down to 3 and 4 we go. Can Fraser get up on that back bumper like he did in heat number 1? And put pressure on Vaughan Marshall. Marshall into 1 and 2, followed by Fraser. Then we go back to Helms, Shanks and Camp. That's your field at the moment, all fairly widespread. Still Marshall though, he's off to a flyer. He's got about 10 car lengths at the moment over Jaden Fraser, but Fraser will not give up. Fraser looks fast around the corners. Marshall pulls away on the straights. Oh, Fraser overcooks it into 2. Manages to get back out on track though. Almost makes contact with Helms. Manages to hold position, but very, very close to making contact with third place Vernon Helms, car number 6. So that there takes the pressure off the powder line sponsor machine of Vaughan Marshall. White flag about to come out this time around for Marshall. Plenty of pressure now on the back of that car that went off before, Jaden Fraser. He's trying to hold off Vernon Helms. Mike Shanks, he's in 4th place at the moment with Tim Camp at the rear of the field. Checkered flag will come out though and be presented to car 67. Vaughan Marshall makes it 2 from 2 here tonight at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway. Jaden Fraser, he'll come home in 2nd place, chased hard by Vernon Helms. Then we go to Mike Shanks. And Tim Camp, 14.8508, your lap time for Vaughan Marshall. Very, very quick indeed here in the modified sprints.
For any powder coating job, no matter the size, Invercargill's powder line can deliver the desired professional finish. Specialising in powder coating and thermoplastic coating for any aluminium or steel items. Powder line services are suitable for both domestic and commercial purposes with 2 large ovens on site. Powder line can powder coat anything from mag wheels, car parts, gates, sprint car frames to house flashings, garden seats and aluminium window frames. With 280 colours on site for customers to choose from, we have access to thousands more, which are available by order. Give the friendly office staff a call to book your job in now.
Hi, Malcolm Nardo from Suck It Up. We specialise in hydro excavation in the Canterbury region, safe dig methods around services. Also we do septic tank cleaning, drain cleaning, CCTV over your pipes. If you want an excellent service, please check us out on Facebook.
Suck It Up Limited, 740 Marston Road, Christchurch. Call them 24 hours a day on 027 588 8809.
Cheers, Jace, on track at the moment. It's young Harrison Brown here in the youth saloons, who's off to an absolute flyer. We're just over a lap into this one here. So Brown leads at the moment. Blake Hamilton, he's in second place. Tyler Cow, good to see that he got that car there sorted and out on track for heat number 2 for the youth saloons here this afternoon. So Harrison Brown with the new motor in car number 157. His one gave up the ghost last meeting. He leads this one. Hamilton second, then we go back to Calc. Race 1 winner Livingston, he's in 4th place. Taylor Dryden doing a good job at the moment as well. She's in car 82, she's just lost a spot though to Alex Crosby. In fact, she manages to get it back. She stuck down nice and low, fed Crosby out wide. Then we go back to Henderson, Moxon, Stanton in 27. Then Libby Sterling, car 10. As we mentioned before, folks, a number of cars in this race. You'll see the little white flags hanging off the back of them. A number of them are actually on the Mentor program. So they've only just started racing. It is youth saloon racing here, so 12 to 16 years of age. Whole stack of fun. Out front at the moment, though, your reigning Southland Youth Saloon champion, Harrison Brown, the truck stop takeaway sponsored Civic. Look at him right down the back straight. Threads through the back markers like they're absolutely standing still. He's going to be presented the white flag this time around. So Harrison Brown with one more lap to run. Impressive tonight also, car 19, Emma Memphis. Just her second race meeting, looking pretty racy out there. Second at the moment, Livingston's managed to work his way through the field, but it's going to be too little, too late. Checkered flag is going to come out for the 157 of Harrison Brown. He picks up his first race win of the evening. Car 15, Josh Livingston will come home second. 77, Blake Hamilton, a well-deserved 3rd place. That is race 2 of the evening for the youth saloons, done and dusted. We'll see folks at home, if you watched the stream last night, you would have seen the youth mini stocks. This is basically our version of youth racing, which is youth saloons. It's been adopted into Dunedin as well. They've got massive fields of them up there. So, as I say, folks, a lot of talent out there. Technical Welding Services Hamilton are specialists in the transit concrete mixer industry. From chassis drop-off to a full working concrete mixing, the team will take care of the job from start to finish. Full engineering services and general sheet metal work can also be undertaken. Need a quote? Call 07 847 2031 or visit our website www.techweld.nz. Technical Welding Services Hamilton, we are the experts.
Get wholesale tyres in Whakatane.
Need truck tyres? Wholesale tyres. Good tyres, better prices, great people.
Cheers, Jace, that's right. Race number 2 of the evening for the stock cars underway. Jacob Garrick, the Feral Ferret, he leads them down the back straight, but he's getting a whole lot of attention at the moment from Peter Knight in car number 27, race 1 winner. He sends Garrick out wide, just unsettles him, and he's out in front now. He'll be hard to stop from there, even though we're only 1 lap into it. Dylan McCaddy, 337. He sends Garrick out towards the wall. Couldn't quite send him into the wall, though. He's battling at the moment for 2nd and 3rd place. We then go down to Young, Anastasia Ladbrook, Jesse Hamilton, and Luke Fellow Spanners at the tail of the field. So Young gets a wee bit crossed up on the back straight. Dylan McCaddy now moved away from the rest of the field. Anastasia Ladbrook give Hamilton a bit of a push into the wall. We were to pay back perhaps for a rollover a couple of weeks ago. Hamilton's still parked up there, so green lights are on. In fact, reds have come on now. Always loving the contact grade when the red light comes on. All these drivers that just try and steal a few extra metres, and there was certainly plenty of metres being taken there. Of course, we are racing for peanuts tonight for these guys. They are support classes to the Lights have gone green. Peter Knight leads this one here. Dylan McCaddy in second place, but he's more than a straight length behind at the moment. Then we go back to the Southland Tyre Centre sponsored machine of Jacob Garrett, 228. He holds third place. Luke Spanners follows 131 from Dunedin in the tank. He's in fourth. Then we go back to, Peter Young gets a bit of a smack from your race leader, Peter Knight. Young manages to get away again. Knight will go after him, car 27, but here comes Dylan McCaddy. Can McCaddy get on to the back end of our race leader? That Hemi out in front, a very, very fast car. Lap traffic ahead of them. White flag is out. One more lap to do it, and it's going to be too little, too late. Peter Knight still trying to chase down Peter Young, car number 86, but he's a lap down. Anastasia Ladbrook there as well. They both move to the side and let Knight through in car 27. He's going to take two from two. I thought Young was almost going to line him up in the corner there, but he lets him go through. In fact, white flag presented now for Peter Knight. Second place, Dylan McCaddy. Back in third, Jacob Garrick. He's just cruising at the moment. No pressure on him whatsoever. One more corner to contest for your current Southland Stock Car champion, Peter Knight. Car 27, he takes out race number 2 for Stock Cars. Dylan McCaddy gets right in behind Young. He comes home in second place. We're going to see Jacob Garrick 228 come home in third. That is how the Stock Cars will finish their second race of the evening. Creativity Plus Production Saloons are on track. They're on the dummy grid, sorry. They'll be on track in just a moment. Aaron Reid on the inside. Oh, there's a few cars getting pretty excited, and behind there, Daniel Rolton moved out before the green flag had even come round. But hey, let's go racing. Starts have been a wee bit untidy tonight for the production saloons, but it's race one winner Josh Murdoch out in front already. Tony Jones, car 23, brand new car for him. He moves up into second place at the moment. Then we've got Reid in car number 16. Rolton has a look on the outside of Reid. He's moved up to fourth place, picking up a bit of confidence. Had a big accident last year. Did Rolton? He does a crossover there. He's moved up to third place as Reid goes out and gives the wall a bit of a kiss. Hayden Graves now up to fourth. Then we go back to John Murdoch. Blake Murdoch has a look under John Murdoch. The big Falcon there gets a wee bit sideways. 3 Murdochs in this one here. Only 2 related though. The man out in front, Josh Murdoch. And of course John in car number 82. So your race order at the moment. In fact, Reed's gone to the infield. Dawson's gone to the infield as well. Tash Jones, she's about to go a lap down. Murdoch goes to the outside of her. Tony Jones now in car 23. He's in second place. Then we go back to Rolton in car 95. He's under pressure from Hayden Graves. He's been fast tonight. Graves gets plenty of pace out of turn 2. He's got Blake Murdoch there, so Rolton loses a couple of spots. He's gone from 3rd down to 6th in a straight length. John Murdoch, he's about to go around the outside of Rolton now as well. Then we've got Stephen Nicholas car, number 6. He's side by side with Hayden Skilling. Steve Clements goes around the outside of his daughter Asher Clements. That's 25 and 26 down in the turn 1 and 2. So Stephen Broad, John Jones, they're going to go a lap down now as well. So Murdoch and the big ED Falcon, he's really got this car dialed in this season, car 83. Super fast, very, very hard to beat. He struggled in the final heat in Cromwell yesterday. The track really didn't work for him. Yellows are out. So there is a something on the track. May well be the window net of car number 85, Skilling, by the sounds of it. So he's gone to the east shot to the infield now. So that's the reason for the flag window net, car number 85. Hayden Skilling trying to put it up. He's looking to the safety crew to say, hey, give us a hand to get this thing hooked back on. Green flag is out. Jones shoots straight to the inside. Thought he'd have a big look, but Murdoch pretty fast down between 1 and 2. Hayden Graves is right there. Blake Murdoch having a big look on the inside of Hayden Graves. They're side by side. Down past the Community Trust, the Southland sign. John Murdoch trying to go around the outside here now as well. He's going to make contact with him. In fact, he's going to go around. So we're going to see yellows once more as John Murdoch faces the wrong way. In fact, we're still under green. Has nobody actually seen there's a car facing the opposite direction? We should be. There we go. Yellows finally out. Bit of a delayed reaction there, but John Murdoch facing the wrong way. Line up once again. Things have been pretty tidy out there tonight, but you can just about bet on the Creativity Plus Production Saloons to turn things on their head pretty quick. John Murdoch, they'll get him sorted. The reason we went to yellow, lights are out, we're going to go racing. This time Jones has another big look on the inside, but it's actually cost him as Blake Murdoch sneaks up into second place. Contact between him and Tony Jones. Tony Jones gets the elbows out. Blake Murdoch manages to sneak past him. So Murdoch now up into second place. Josh Murdoch in front. Blake Murdoch second. Then we go back to Tony Jones. Hayden Graves. Steve Clements, he's involved in this one here now. He's starting to sneak through. As is Daniel Rolton. Stephen Nicholas. Asher Clements. John Jones, Stephen Broad. Still Josh Murdoch out in front of this one here. It must feel like an absolute eternity for him. There's been plenty of action going on behind him. Oh, he's made a mistake between 1 and 2. Started to duck out towards the wall, managed to straighten up. And he's got less than a car length between him and Blake Murdoch. White flag is out. Check it about to be presented though. And it's car 83. He's going to make it 2 from 2 here tonight at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway. Great drive by Blake Murdoch. Tony Jones, he'll be happy with a third placing in that one there. He gets home ahead of Hayden Graves, Stephen Clements and Daniel Rolton. But it's Murdoch makes it 2 from 2 here tonight in the Creativity Plus Production Saloons. The big ED Falcon absolutely lapping it up here tonight.
The St. Nicholas is a familiar sight around Bluff as she steams out to capture Can-Do Fishing's famous Bluff kinner. Once caught, the kinner is brought back to the purpose-built factory in Bluff where it is processed, packed and shipped fresh to you. But that's not all that Can-Do Fishing can do for you. Try some of their green-boned fish or delicious power products and you will soon see why seafood from the Bluff is world famous. So head to your local fish market or supermarket and ask for Can-Do Fishing kinner, fish or power. Can-Do Fishing, there's nothing we can't do for you.
Vaughan Marshall, 67. 2 wins from 2 heats here tonight. We're going to find out. Green flag comes out. We're away and racing. Down into turn number 1 we go. Mike Shanks, he leads this one here. He's got Tim Camp, car number 73 from Dunedin in second place, but Marshall slips down the inside. Oh, there's contact. There's a rollover. Vernon Helms, over he goes 5-6 times. What a massive one down there in turn number 3. Made contact with Tim Camp, and he was just a passenger. Over he goes. That's a biggie, folks. Vernon Helms. Such an uncomfortable looking rollover too. It was basically nose to tail, end on end. All it takes, of course, in the open wheel is, trust me, I know what it feels like from years ago here. You touch wheels and you're a passenger. Replay, of course, brought to you by Valvoline. So Helms nose to tail, over he went. Slightest contact. You watch Helms goes down the back straight. In fact, it was actually Helms that rode up on Camp, hit that back wheel, lifted up over once, twice, 3. Make it 4, folks. There he goes. So great footage captured by Pits TV of that one. Another replay I've got up here. Of course, you folks in the crowd don't have the joy of this, but I can see it from up here. So over he goes. Pretty spectacular rollover. Great to see Vernon out of the car. And thanks, Jakes. Here back here on track. Modified sprints out on track after that rollover there by Vernon Helms. And what I asked you before, can anyone stop Vaughan Marshall? Not by the looks of it. He's out in front at the moment. Car 67. Jaden Fraser doing his best to try and chase him down. The real battle at the moment, though, for 3rd and 4th places, Tim Camp and Mike Shanks, who started from pole position. Shanks, of course, as we look on the inside there, Camp goes out, gives that wall a bit of a touch. So Shanks sneaks down the inside. Now he's up to 3rd place. White flag comes out, though, for Vaughan Marshall. Perfect record here this evening. The Unique Factor Cars, Riverside Speedway, the powder line sponsor machine of Marshall, down the back straight. Into 3 and 4 we go as it starts to darken up here a wee bit at X Factor Cars, Riverside Speedway. But no doubt about your winner all class. Vaughan Marshall takes this one here out. Jaden Fraser, 36 in 2nd place. And Mike Shanks, he will come home in car number 22 for 3rd. That is race number 3 of the evening for modified sprints. Youth Saloons are on the grid. We're going to head back down to the pits once more. But on track at the moment, we have Youth Saloons, and we've got young Harrison Brown putting a ton of pressure on Blake Hamilton. He's managed to get past him. Track's a wee bit greasy there. So it's Tin Boy out in front at the moment. He picked up a win in race number 2. He leads from Hamilton. Then we go back to young Kalki from Dunedin. Alex Crosby, he's right there. Race 1 winner, Livingston. Down the order a wee bit this time, he's down in 5th, and there's a fair gap back. He's coming under pressure from Riley Henderson. Henderson really starting to look racy as he gets the hang of this wee car here in Youth Saloon Racing. So white flag not too far away from being presented. Short, sharp races here tonight in support of the Holden Trade Club Saloon Speedweek. And it's going to be Tim Boy, Harrison Brown in the Honda Civic. with one more lap to go. Kalki now up into second place. Car number 48 from Dunedin. Good battle happening for third and fourth. Crosby on the outside. He's had to pull out of that one there. Him and young Blake Hamilton was side by side coming out of two. But the checkered flag this time around. 157 Harrison Brown. He takes it out. Kalki from Dunedin in second place. It's Tyler Kalk. And Hamilton, car 77, will settle for third place. That is how they finish this one here. Youth Saloons race number 3 of the evening here at X Factor Cars, Riverside Speedway. All right, looking out the back of the control tower, stock cars are lined up on the dummy grid. Looking forward to a bit of action from those boys. They'll be out on track in just a moment, folks. Hope you're enjoying your evening.
Got a broken computer? Don't throw it in the bin.
E-Waste Services to the rescue!
Has your TV or toaster blown up?
E-Waste Services to the rescue!
Be a superhero. Recycle your electronics today. You don't even need to leave your home or business. They'll pick up most items anywhere in the Wellington-Kapiti region. E-Waste Services. They recycle anything with a plug. Head online to ewasteservices.co.nz or call 564 5464.
So race 3, stock cars, X Factor Cars, Riverside Speedway about to get underway. Peter Knight very, very slow from the inside. In fact, he's slowed them right down. He's pretty much foot on the brakes. And that's allowed McCaddy in car 337 to get away. So it's McCaddy out in front, down past the Community Trust to Southland sign, down towards turn 3 and 4. McCaddy followed by Fellows. Fellows gets a little bit sideways here, opens the door for Jesse Hamilton. Hamilton goes through. Here comes Peter Knight now. 2 race wins tonight already in the Hemi. And he's trying to chase down those 2 cars in front. He's going to line up Hamilton. He's going to get into him right from the back. Spins him out towards the wall. Hamilton, of course, he went nose first into the wall in race number 2. Just a bit of a gentle spin there. So Peter Knight now has some work to do to chase down Dylan McCaddy. McCaddy looking racy. In a car that he's never driven before. As we said, folks, he's making his debut tonight in stock cars, usually a street stop peddler, and he's looked pretty impressive. He's out in front in this one here. Car number 337, Dylan McCaddy, leads from Peter Knight in second place. We then go back to Fellows. He's in third. Then Garrick, Hamilton, Peter Young with a bit of a spin between 3 and 4. He gets a bit of a serving from Anastasia Ladbrokes. Issues for McCaddy as well. McCaddy gone to the infield. So Peter Knight now out in full control of this one here. Third time tonight. He's been out in front. And he leads down between 1 and 2. Car 27. As McCaddy heads to the infield. Hamilton on Garrick, lines him up, can't quite get him. Fellows is right there as well. So a good wee battle happening here now. This is for third, fourth and fifth as the white flag comes out for Peter Knight. Less than a lap for him, but this is your real battle at the moment. Luke Fellows playing a wee bit of cat and mouse. He currently holds second spot. Peter Knight moves down under the inside of Peter Young. Garrick gets a serving on the back straight now too, so he's been spun to the infield. It's a race win for Peter Knight, car 27. Fellows from Dunedin, number 131. He's going to take out second place. And the minor, third place there to Jesse Hamilton. That is how they finish race 3 for stock cars here at X Factor Cars, Riverside Speedway. So it was a flat tyre there for Dylan McCaddy by the looks of it. Of course, they did change one before the race, but it's a rare one that he had the issue with that time around. Checkered flag for the third time tonight. Peter Knight, he'll collect that. Coming up next, folks, on the grid, lined up, ready to go. Creativity Plus Production Saloons out for race 3.
Situated just 1.5 hours drive from Christchurch is Hanmer Springs, a small alpine village that has everything for the adventurer or for someone looking to relax. Stay a while and enjoy a bike ride through the numerous bush tracks, or relax in the famous hot pools. Take the whole family and let the kids take on the many attractions on offer. And to top off your stay, book now with Hanma Holiday Homes, where there's a budget and accommodation to suit everyone. Call now.
Lights are out. We're about to go racing. Race 3 for Creativity Plus Production Saloons. Green flag down. Oh, Murdy sideways. Mad Dog Murdoch, that one there was, which is John Murdoch on the main straight. Thought he was going to take out half the field. But Steve Clements out in front at the moment with a handy lead in the Celica. Of course, this car usually piloted by Tam Clements. He's out injured at the moment. So the old boy, he's jumped into it. And he's making every post a winner at the moment. Down between 3 and 4 we go. He's got a handy lead. Tony Jones now moves up into second spot. He's got Blake Murdoch there as well. He's been consistent tonight, his Murdoch. They go around the outside of Skilling. Hayden Graves, he's another one that's been consistent. He's up there. He's in 5th place at the moment, but they're making no inroads into the 3-foot tall Scotchman. Stephen Clements, who leads this one here, the Invercargill Tractor Servicing and Repairs Machine way out in front. Murdoch trying to do everything he can to get around the outside of Tony Jones. Jones sits just in the middle of the track there. He's making Murdoch have to work for it. Murdoch fast down the back straight, down towards 3 and 4, but he really needs to get that drive out of the corner if he's going to have any chance with Jones. Through they go once more. Still Clements who leads this one here. Car 25 over Jones. Back to Blake Murdoch, Hayden Graves. Skilling looking racy in this one here as well. Of course, he lost the window net last time out. Then we go back to John Murdoch. Stephen Nicholas goes right down the outside of Asher Clements, passes her out wide. John Jones there. Daniel Rolton in 95 just ahead of two-time race winner Murdoch. So this time it's Blake Murdoch. He's managed to get on the inside of Tony Jones. That's where he needs to be. He just needs to hold Jones out a little bit wide. Manages to get the pass done. Out in front still with lap traffic ahead of him. He gets past Dawson, does Clements. Down the back straight, Tasha Jones just in front of him. So at the moment, Clements, he's about to receive the white flag. His return to Production Saloon Racing. This car has never gone so fast. Steve Clements leads from Blake Murdoch. The old man showing the boy how it's done. Clements is going to collect the black-white checkers. Stephen Clements takes out race 3 for the Creativity Plus Production Saloons. Blake Murdoch in second. Then we go back to Tony Jones in 3rd place. Hayden Graves 4th. Hayden Skilling in 5th. Wow, folks. He's only made a return because Tam's out injured. And he's absolutely rocketed. Car 25, Stephen Clements, as we said before, the 3-foot Scotchman. He's picked up a win on debut here in the Creativity Plus Production Saloons. Make some noise for him, folks, as he travels around. Even he won't believe this one. Awesome effort, Stephen Clements. We're away in racing. Second crack at this one here. Modified sprints. Mike Shanks it is who leads him around 1 and 2. Jaden Fraser in second place. But Vaughan Marshall hasn't put a foot wrong tonight. He goes right round the outside of Fraser. He's now up to second place. Has a look on the inside of Shanks. Moves to the outside. Ducks, dives. Tries to find a way through. Fraser says, hey, I want a piece of this as well. And he's managed to get a little bit closer to Marshall. So it's a good battle up front. Tim Camp down in fourth. Oh, Jaden Fraser just overcooks it down there between 3 and 4. And he's really put pay to this one here. So he's now moved to the back of the field. So out in front, Mike Shanks, just his second season of modified sprint racing. Absolutely loves it. Oh, he's gone high and wide. He's basically gifted it to Vaughan Marshall. He'll be kicking himself for that. So Marshall out in front. He leads from Shanks. Then we go back to Fraser, who's managed to get past Tim Camp, who currently sits in fourth place. 67. The Suzuki of Vaughan Marshall. Through he comes. Short, sharp races here tonight in support of the Holden Trade Club Saloon Speedweek. He's going to collect the white flag this time around. A perfect night out for Vaughan Marshall, so long as he can complete this last lap. Handy lead at the moment over Mike Shanks, car 22. Then we go back to Jaden Fraser. Black and white checkered is going to greet Vaughan Marshall this time around. He takes out race number 4 for the modified sprints. Then we go back to the 22 of Mike Shanks. Jaden Fraser, he will finish in third with Tim Camp home in fourth place. That is the modified sprints done and dusted for this evening. Lined up on the dummy grid. Speedway stars of the future, the youth saloons lined up there, all ready to go for their fourth and final race of the evening, all part of the support grades here at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway Holden Trade Club Saloon Speedweek, brought to you by Valvoline.
Build it, make it, fix it, shift it, tow it, stow it, dig it, lift it, mow it, trim it, grind it, chip it. We hire it. Mix it, pour it, smooth it, finish it, saw it, plane it, nail it, polish it. 0800 24/7 rent. We hire it. 0800 24/7 rent. We hire it.
For the youth saloons at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway, of course, in support of the Holden Trade Club Saloon Speedweek, we go racing. Livingston fast down the outside. He gets a real break in the traffic and almost goes straight to the lead of this one. Hamilton out in front. Then we go back to Livingston. Oh, issues there for Taylor Dryden. It's almost like she slowed down and let them through. But these guys that did pass are very, very fast and experienced youth saloon drivers. Tyler Cowk now from Dunedin with a big lunge. Tried to move down the inside, couldn't quite get it done. Hamilton, the powder line sponsored Mitzi, looking fast. Cowk again fast down towards turn 3 and 4. Sneaks a nose past. Does he get the overlap onto the main straight? Yes, he does. So it's car 48. Tyler Cowk from Dunedin who leads this one here. In second, we see Hamilton, the shake and bake machine. In second, he's not giving this one away. He's chasing pretty hard. Oh, Livingston goes into the wall, then gets a bit of a hit in the backside from Alex Crosby. Harrison Brown in 157, the reigning Southland champion. He's trying to find a way past Hamilton. Can't quite get it done. Down between 1 and 2 we go. Cowk starting to stretch his legs now as he comes out of turn 2. Down the back straight, here comes Harrison Brown, car number 157. In third place, we have the 77 of Hamilton. In fact, issues for Brown. He's gone right out to the wall, so Hamilton now slots up into second place. Alex Crosby now up to third. Then we go back to Brown. Issues down there for Taylor Dryden. She's moved to the infield, so we are still under green. They're quite happy where she's parked up there. White flag will be presented this time around to Tyler Cowk of Dunedin, car number 48, one of the travellers. Goes through, Dryden manages to get back on track. So Cowk with just over half a lap to go to pick up his first race win of the evening. Hamilton trying to find a way through. He gets a bit of a helping hand from Crosby. He pushes him straight past the lap traffic. Checkered flag comes out though for Tyler Cowk. Car 48 from Dunedin takes this one here out. the 77 of Blake Hamilton in second place, and a well-deserved third place for Alex Crosby in car 41. That is the top 3 place getters for the youth saloons here tonight at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway. A well-deserved win, and a massive thank you, of course, to Tyler and his family for coming on down and pumping up the numbers here in the youth saloon racing. He's been here every meeting this season so far, so he deserves that black and white checkered flag as much as anyone out there. He takes out the 4th and final race here tonight at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway for the youth saloons. Lined up on the dummy grid, almost set to go. Creativity Plus Production Saloons.
For any powder coating job, no matter the size, Invercargill's powder line can deliver the desired professional finish. Specialising in powder coating and thermoplastic coating for any aluminium or steel items. Powder line services are suitable for both domestic and commercial purposes with 2 large ovens on site. Powder line can powder coat anything from mag wheels, car parts, gates, sprint car frames to house flashings, garden seats and aluminium window frames. With 280 colours on site for customers to choose from, we have access to thousands more, which are available by order. Give the friendly office staff a call to book your job in now.
And Stephen Nicholas, that's the front 2 rows here for the Creativity Plus Production Saloons. 4th and final race of the evening for these guys. Down into 1 and 2 we go. Jones and Rolton. Graves has a big look down the inside of Daniel Rolton in 95. Blake Murdoch, he's impressed me tonight. He tries moving up the inside of Rolton as well. He's picked up a couple of placings already. Still looking for that first ever race win in Production Saloons though. But it's John Jones who leads this one here. Car number 13 being chased down by the 34 of Hayden Graves. Down to 3 and 4 we go. It's still car 13. John Jones who leads. Hayden Graves in 34. Blake Murdoch in 32, trying to make a way around Graves in the Primera there. Between 1 and 2, we then go back to Rolton. Stephen Nicholas in car number 6, then Hayden Skilling. Stephen Broad in 49, Aaron Reid, car 16. And then we've got the 17, one of the newer drivers in the field of Jared Dawson. In fact, issues for Dawson. He's gone right to the outside of the track, letting Tash Jones sneak through. What a battle heating up here for the 2 young guns in second place. Blake Murdoch and Hayden Graves. These 2 here competed last year against each other in youth saloons. Battle very, very hard in that battle. Continuing on here tonight in the Creativity Plus Production Saloons. Out in front, John Jones with a massive lead at the moment. So Murdoch's managed to sneak down the inside of Graves, and down the back straight he goes. He's pulled out a couple of car length lead over Graves now. Onto the main straight. Still a couple to run here in the Creativity Plus Production Saloons here at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway. Tash Jones, she's a back marker. Her brother John about to reel her in and sneak past. Blake Murdoch, does he have an answer for Jones, who's out in front at the moment? White flag will come out next time around. Jones to the outside. Murdoch will be hoping to sneak past there as well. He comes out at 2, gives the wall a wee bit of a nudge on the way back, on the way past. Slows his progress slightly. White flag will come out for John Jones, car number 13. 1 more lap to go. Final race for the Creativity Plus Production Saloons here at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway. Down the back straight, half a lap to run. Blake Murdoch, half a dozen car lengths behind. Then we go to Graves. Checkered flag comes out for car 13. John Jones takes this one here out from Blake Murdoch. And in 3rd place, Hayden Graves in car number 34. 4th, Hayden Skilling. Daniel Rolton, a well-deserved 5th. Then Stephen Nicholas in 6th. Steve Broad 7th. Aaron Reid 8th. Tash Jones in 9th. And Jared Dawson in 10th place. That is the finishing order of the Creativity Plus Production Saloons as things really start to darken up here at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway.